Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Floppy University. I'm Sean Osborne, and today we're going to be talking about developing a cinematic style. Studying film and other filmmakers, without a doubt, would just bring to light that there's no real rules in filmmaking. So, studying others and myself has put me in an interesting position regarding to film and film language. So, I find myself being really contrary to some of my favorite artists, while simultaneously agreeing with them completely. Yeah, it's a weird area I find myself trapped in. The idea of the cut is preached by many masters of the medium, like Hitchcock, David Mamet. They always talk about how juxtaposition of cuts can convey an idea. There's a famous test where Hitchcock shows how you can manipulate the audience with just cutting away to something different. It's a philosophy that many have subscribed to, and I actually do believe in it. It's really useful.
Now, the third way is what one might call pure cinematics, the assembly of film, and how it can be changed to create a different idea. Now, we have a close-up. Let me show what he sees. Let's assume he saw a woman holding a baby in her arms. Now we cut back to his reaction to what he sees, and he smiles. Now, what is he as a character? He's a kindly man. He's sympathetic. Now, let's take the middle piece of film away, the woman with the child, but leave his two pieces of film as they were. Now we'll put in a piece of film of a girl in a bikini. He looks, girl in a bikini, he smiles. What is he now? The dirty old man. He's no longer the benign gentleman who loves babies. That's the difference. That's what film can do for you.
Or you for it, as it were.
But on the other side of the spectrum, you can hold on to a shot, and it is done by many people. Many foreign films actually has covered entire scenes by just locking down the camera and holding on the shot. Holding on the shot can help the audience study what is going on, letting their eyes glance around the frame. However, studying myself, I discovered I don't favor either of these philosophies. That is the cut or holding on to one single shot. The idea of the cut is very important, though. However, I find myself noticing the cut no matter how smooth it is. This reminds me of this just reminds me I'm watching a movie. I'm not quite sure how much the audience can notice this though, but limiting it is my goal. So on the contrary, holding on the shot can be uninteresting, and although letting the audience eye wander around the frame can be effective, I much prefer directing the eye. It's just something I prefer to do. So developing my own style, I noticed what satisfies me most is the middle ground. I prefer connecting cuts in one shot with the camera movement. This allows me to direct the eye like cuts do, but also avoid the cutting that triggers my eyes to remember this as a movie. Um, so in my short film, It Rained on Tuesday, we have several shots that are cuts linked together by camera movement. So in this example, we start on a close-up of the cups, or glasses rather, being filled. Then we land on a dirty two shot, and then we end on a close-up profile. Well, so how did I come up with this? Well, first on my shot diagram, I placed cameras in the areas I needed in order to cover what I want. In this case, I needed a camera showing the glasses, a camera showing Troy walk over to his wife, and a camera showing both of them in a two shot that can also become her close-up by just a slight push. Next, I just linked up the shots with camera movement, and the entire scene was covered just like that. This seems to be the direction I'm going in my career because it satisfies me when I see the results. Now, of course, I still put into the practice a philosophy of cuts. It's something you cannot avoid, and it's actually something that, it's the basis of filmmaking. But linking the cuts is slowly becoming my bread and butter. It's something that I really love to do. In this shot, in our upcoming short film, Despondent, that will be releasing soon, we start on a medium. He hears his roommate enter, and he gets up to make coffee. Uh, he hands his roommate a glass and sits across from him as we land on a dirty over the shoulder. In the final film, we cut at times, but we kept this as the spine of the scene. The beauty of this method is, the beauty of this method of connecting cuts is that when you jump to a cutaway, you can come back to a point you want, because you have a shot that can work as the spine of the scene. So you can jump back at any point.
What's wrong with you? You going to tell me what's bothering you?
In the short film Torn by my good friends at Gatelock Productions, we basically use this idea of connecting cuts throughout the whole entire film. Uh, we usually would just use a shot that connected everything as the spine of it, and then we covered some additional stuff that we can cut away to. This worked extremely well. It actually cut down production time, and also we were able to get the feel that we wanted to. Now, I'm not the best at this, of course. I'm still learning on how to best use this style effectively. But shots such as this and There Will Be Blood is so simple but effective because, in my opinion, they avoided actually cutting, but instead cut with the camera movement. As always, follow me on Twitter at Sean_Lights. Follow Flopitworks on Twitter. You can like, comment, subscribe, like us on Facebook, all that good jazz. All the links will be down below. Until next time, see you later.